Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is another impromptu, unedited, all that good stuff, and that's partly because I do not have a new SD card. Like I said, I was, well, on my previous video, I was trying to get, well, I have all this content, and I don't have a big enough SD card for my phone, so I would like to just throw out some videos just so you guys know that I'm here. I'm like trying to be on it or whatever, and yeah, just let you guys know off cuff, whatever. My kids are up, so it might be some times where I might have to stop and tend to the kiddos, but I just wanted to go ahead and just start a video anyway. So this is pretty much a smash of everything that I've been doing, and I was gonna do like a 3-part video series, and like I said, because this whole SD card thing, I just want to go ahead and just put it out there. So I'm gonna apologize if I repeat myself like a lot, because sometimes I do that, and I have a tendency to ramble. So I will try to stay on point and, do everything without rambling and all that good stuff. Okay, so my weight loss update is I have lost about close to 20 pounds, about 17 pounds. I started at 173 pounds and I've gotten down to 156 pounds. I will say this past week and change, I haven't been on it as much as I did when I first started. Of course, that always happens. I mean, I used to be a fitness instructor. I kind of understand how this goes. But even the best of them, and I'm not saying I'm the best, but even, the best of them struggle, and I always tend to struggle. That's just a part of my journey, of my journeys. But I always end up getting back on track. So, and this is no different. I'm always going to get back on track. That's just how I am. So I didn't say in my first video that I am 5'3", so if I gain like 5-10 pounds, it's like I've gained 20 to 40 pounds. So, and I just tend to try to, when I hit a number, I usually try to regulate it. This time, it's probably been the biggest I've been, and I'd say after I've had my children, it's the biggest I've ever hit. 173, I've usually never hit 173. Or usually I never go after, like, after the 160s. Usually I hit 160 and I'm like, okay, yo. But this time I kind of just let it go. So, anyway, like I said, I've lost about 17 pounds. And this week I did get thrown off. And I won't say that I completely went off the rails. I still have been making sure I've had my veggies and stuff like that. By the way, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm drinking a green shake, a green smoothie, which I don't have any dairy at all in this. What I do have in this is this beautiful thing right here that I ended up getting on sale at Kroger by Taylor Farms, and I've already put something about that. I love Taylor Farms. This happens to be an organic mix of spinach, mizuna, chard, and kale. If you can get a mix, that's your best bet to go, is get a mix. Otherwise, I usually just buy a big bag of kale, preferably organic, but that's what I get. I also put a little bit of flaxseed in here, and I think I got this at Kroger as well. Some pineapple, I got that from the Dollar Tree, told you, budget. And then I also had some Hot Shot by Arden's Garden. I love Arden's Garden. I already said something about that in a previous video. So I just put it, you can do half and then fill the rest of it with water. I always do spring water. If you can't do spring water, try to do filtered water. And I just went it to the max line and shredded it all. So yeah, so I haven't completely got off the rails, but I did go a little bit off. Also, I'll show you what I look like right now. I ended up deleting the video that shows what I was at 173, but you can go back and look at my second video and you'll see what I was looking like, but I'll show you what I look like right now. This is what I look like right now. You can see, I'll back up. Still have, you know, my little layers, my little handles here, but not gonna suck in, not sucking in. You'll still see the mom belly. You know, I still have it. It's not like it's completely gone. But you see it's progress. Like I said, arms still jiggle, but they're a little bit tighter than they were before. You see a little bit of definition. And you see a little bit more definition in my abs. Of course, I didn't have my shirt, you know, I didn't have like a short shirt or anything like that when I did the first or the second video. Anyway, so yeah, I am currently 156 pounds. Of course, you know, as always, I'm gonna tend to fluctuate. Also, I am going by the scale, but at the same time, you know, scale is always not, you know, it's not your friend, because then you'll be like, oh, well, I went up, you know, a few pounds here, and the scale is just gonna go off of when it goes off of. Just use it to know, oh, okay, cool, I'm going down. And I would say only check your weight if you can. I know it's a struggle, because it's a struggle for me, but just try to check it, I'd say once every couple of weeks. Once every month is probably better, but it's just to let you know that you're on track. Anyway, so that is what my weight loss update is. So let me tell you what I've been doing as far as food wise. Like I said, I'm smashing this all together. I've been doing intermittent fasting. Now I'm not, this is something that I've done before, probably unknowingly. So like last year, I like to work out. I like to do fasted workouts or fasted cardio, and I usually do that like early in the morning, or if I work out and it's like late at night, I do that like, you know, after midnight, whatever, and I'll go to the gym. And the window, well, okay, intermittent fasting is when you fast for 16 hours, or you fast, let me say, you fast for a certain amount of time, and then you eat for a certain amount of time. So I've been doing a little bit of research. I'm not just coming off cuff. I did do some research. I currently like to do, well, I started with 15 hours fasted, and then 9 hours of my eating window. And then I started to segue into 8 hours of my eating window, and then 16 hours fasting. Now there's 3 categories. Like I said, this is, to me, this is just pretty cool. But it's 3 categories. There's 12 on, 12 off, where you eat for 12 hours and then you fast for 12 hours. That's like the easy way to do it. Say if you want to segue into doing something like this. And then it is the 16 hours fasted and then 8-hour window. That's pretty much intermediate. And then there is the well, there's actually a few. Let me say, I've seen a couple of doctors who have done, they'll do 16 hours fasted, 8 hours, and then they'll do kind of like a keto thing. I'm not a big fan of keto because I just feel like a whole bunch of fat. I don't care whether it is healthy fats or like fatty fats like meat and, you know, dairy, cheese, whatever, or, you know, a lot of eggs, and you're doing like low or no carbs and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying I'm not a fan. That's not something that I want to do. Though I do like the bulletproof coffee. That's pretty cool. And it's kind of cool because, and bulletproof coffee is when you have black coffee and you put some kind of fat like coconut oil, heavy cream, butter, which I would suggest ghee butter because it's clarified, and like MCT oil. I like to put coconut oil because I love coconut oil, and I used to cook with it, but then I found out you're not supposed to cook with it because it has a low heating range. So if you heat it on like high heats, it starts to become a carcinogen within your body. Anyway, not to get all technical or anything, because, you know, I'll keep going. But I like to do coconut oil because coconut oil is really good for your skin. It's really good for your teeth. It whitens your eyes. And I used to use it when I was younger in my 20s. And when I say, whew, when I tell you, when the year I was like 28, turning 29, I was taking care of myself to the nines. I was single. I was to the nines. When I tell you I was to the nines, I was working out, eating well, looking good, having a good time with my oldest son. It was just me and him. I was chilling. And so, yeah, coconut oil was all day bomb. I mean, I even use it for my skin. I use it for my hair. I use it for my kids' hair and stuff like that. So, but yeah, and then I'll put a little bit of stevia in it. And it's a cool way to have coffee because I'm a Starbucks coffee drinker. I love like all that good caramelly and sugary and all that stuff. And I know it's not good. So I felt like, you know what? This bulletproof coffee is not that bad. So I've been trying it out, and I'll let you guys know whether it's something that I'll continue to do, just to see if maybe it keeps too much fat in my body. Right now it's not like hindering my progress, so I will let you guys know how it works or how it goes. Anyway, but yeah, so there's the keto and the 16-8, and then there's another one that I heard of, and I was just like, yo, more power to you. There's people who are doing 20 hours of fasting and 4 hours of a food window. Yo, look, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. I like my food. I like my eating times. I mean, I don't get carried away, but I like my food times. I can't. That whole restriction is real. I'm just saying, like, if I'd say if I did it, it would be something that I did for a few days and then I went back to, you know, what I do. I don't think I would have that. That's, to me, it's just not sustainable within my life. Some people can do it, cool. There's also some people who are only eating for 6 hours and then, what is it, 19 hours, let me do my math, 18 hours, I think, yeah, 18 hours where they're fasted. So, I'm cool with 16-8, and I'm cool with, you know, the bulletproof coffee here and there. I don't even do it every day. It's something that I might do, I'd say a couple times out of the week where I might have one in the morning, but that's about it. I'm not gonna do something that fat laden. Like I said, I love coconut oil, but still, I don't want to have that too many times. And like I said, I did say in a previous video that I'm a vegetarian, so I'm not doing, like, you know, the meats and stuff like that. But anyway, so yeah, so that's what my like food journey has been, is I'm doing the 16-8 now. I have not been doing that this week, like I said, fell off. But and my window was between 12 and 9, and then I tried to change it to like from 12 to 8 or like 11:30 to 8 or something like that. And what I didn't say before is my side hustle outside of taking care of my kids is I do ride share and I do food delivery. Most of the time I do ride share now than food delivery. So I do Uber and I do Lyft, and I'll let you guys know. I'll do a video on which one I like better. Same thing with like the food delivery. I know about Uber Eats, Postmates, and DoorDash, and I'll let you know which ones I like out of those three. So stay tuned for those two videos. I will definitely make them and let you guys know which one I like. So yeah, I do those, and with me doing that and intermittent fasting, when you're eating, you're supposed to do your hours, your eating window, where you're moving like a lot. And I'm not moving. Like last year, I was moving a lot because I was a fitness instructor. I was go, you know, I was doing a whole bunch of stuff. Now I'm not as mobile. So I'm trying to figure out the best window for me to eat, because it just seemed like that trying to eat by 8 or 9, I was rushing. So I might move it up and like do a 10 to 6, 10 to 6, 11 to 7, probably more 10 to 6, or yeah, 9 to 5. Somewhere earlier earlier in the morning. That way I get it all out of the way, and like I'm not trying to hurry up and rush at the end of the night. So I will let you know how that goes. So I think that's it for my food, how my food is going, and I will definitely also do a shop with me video on some things that I like to pick up from the store. And I also will, I mean, I won't show you things that, well, okay, slash that. I will show you things that if you were a meat eater and you're trying to segue, it's something that you might want to try just to segue into eating a little bit healthier, or say if you're trying to have like cut off on meat, options where, hey, I'll opt for this instead of that. Okay, so that's the food thing. Working out. Okay, so I do two different things. I work out at home and I go to the gym, and I kind of break those things up into more ability factor. So say if I'm not able to get to the gym, I'm going to do Tracy Anderson, which is this fantastical lady right here. I love her. When I say I love her, I got this DVD set in 2011, either 2011 or 2012. And I've got more DVDs. Like I've got the P90X. I've got the Body Beast. I've got quite a few different things. I did The Firm for a while. I always come back to her. The reason why I love her is because at a point, and my definition of skinny is not everyone's definition of skinny, because I know my husband is like, oh, you're already skinny, you're already small, fine, whatever. That's not my definition. So at one point I wanted to be very skinny and get into a size 4, size 2, all that, which it was barely, I got down, but it was barely that I could get into those things. I've realized in getting older that is not the structure of my body, and I'm appreciating the structure of my body. So now, even with me trying to lose weight, it's only just to get down to a good size and be fit, not to be skinny. Okay, so what I like about her is that when I was trying to become on the skinnier side of things, I would do her cardio and her muscular structure, and I'll explain it, and I would go jog. That's all I did. And when I say I got down to like 123, 120 pounds, all from this woman right here. When I tell you, if that is your goal and you stay consistent, you can get there. But you have to stay consistent. You have to do her stuff 6 times out of the week, and you have 1 day where you rest. 6 days on, 1 day off. When I say it's tough, it's tough. Usually I didn't even do her DVDs until I got to about 140 pounds, because it's real in the field, like for real. Anyway, I'm gonna try to hurry up a little bit because my kids are gonna start getting antsy. But yeah, so I do this DVD. She's got cardio. She also has, like I said, muscular structure. I got this from, I think, either HSN or QVC. And then I got a bonus and all this other stuff. So it was like $100 for this. I used to recommend this, like I used to work for Walgreens and in management, and like I would tell my coworkers all the time, yo, this is what you want. I actually I let a girl borrow this DVD, and she was just like, oh my God, she almost didn't give it back. And I was like, I'm gonna need you to give it back. Like I was trying to find like a bootleg for her, everything. And she was like, oh, well, I don't have a computer. Oh, well, I'm like, okay, yo, I get you like her. I love her, so I need it back. Anyway, she got like slim, and she was like, oh my God, Chandra, Yo, when I tell you she's the truth, she's the truth. So at one point I did find it for like $60 at Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know if it's there still or if you can get it, but if you can't get it there, you can always go on TracyAndersonMethod.com and you can get her DVD there. I suggest, if you're a beginner, I would find this right here. This is, oh, by the way, yeah, she's like dance. She's a background, like she has a dance background. So if you're not into dance, then I would say then she's not for you. But if you get this DVD right here, as far as a beginner, this is your best bet, because if you start with this like I did, you're gonna have a hard time. She's no joke. I would start off with this. I also have, oh, and like I said, TracyAndersonMethod.com, you can get that. Same thing. This right here, I actually got this from Walmart. It's one of her first DVDs that she came out with. It's an hour, but it's good. You have to just pace yourself with this. Same thing here, TracyAndersonMethod.com, or you can find it on like Amazon, Walmart.com, all that stuff. But like I said, if you do that and you go to the gym, one more other thing that I like about her is she focuses on your secondary muscles, your accessory muscles, which are the muscles that surround your big muscles. So you know how you go to the gym, you're pumping iron, you know what I'm saying? You're getting cut, you know, muscles growing. Well, she tries to get the skin to come back to your muscle. So that way it's not like, it's my kids. So that way you're not getting bulky, because I don't like to get bulky. I don't do arms in the gym. I only do back, chest, legs. I do a little bit of abs, and that's partly because since I've had kids, I haven't went to the doctor and got diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure that I've got diastasis recti, which for all you moms who understand what I mean, or if you've ever heard about it or researched it, it's where you have ab separation. Now, if you have gained a lot of weight, say if you haven't had any kids and you gained a lot of weight, your abs tend to separate anyway. So that's kind of what happens to me. So my abs protrude a little bit, and trying to get a flat stomach is very, very, very hard for me. Now I will say I did have a flatter stomach when I was just jogging and doing Tracy Anderson, but like I said, doing that on like my life now is very, very, very hard to sustain. It's just hard to sustain. And like I said, I'm just trying to be fit and be decent and feel good in my clothes now than really going like crazy cardio, you know, Tracy Anderson method type thing, you know, from way back when. So it did get smaller just doing Tracy Anderson and running. But yeah, so I mean, you guys saw the picture in I think my first or second video of how small I did get last year. So I did get smaller, but like doing planks and stuff like that is just going to it's not going to be beneficial for my abs with diastasis recti. So all you moms who have the ab separation from having kids, now some people don't, you just have to figure out whether you have it or not, and you just make sure you Google it, because that's like, it's just gonna make this video even longer. But Google it and see how you do it. I know how you do it, but just see how you do it and find out whether you have it or not, and make sure you don't do regular ab exercises. Her ab exercises are pretty straight, but like planks, and let's see what else, like just regular like ab stuff like that, that's not going to help you. You need to do a lot of reverse crunches, a lot of movements, which like I said, she does some great movements, that moves your core without doing like crunches and stuff like that. So yeah, I love Tracy Anderson. And hey Tris. And the other thing, wait a second. The other thing that I'll say, and then I'll wrap it up. 1 second, 1 minute. The other thing I'll say is, as far as with the gym, like I said, I don't do any arms. I will, like I said, keep saying I will do a video, but yeah, I've got so much content that I want to show you guys. I'm going to do a video of my routines in the gym. I'm going to do, so yeah, I'll just leave it like that, and then I'll let you know the rest of the content. But yeah, so I don't do arms. I make sure I do Tracy Anderson arms. Like I said, I want slender, slim but toned arms, and that's like, I'm not going to do arms in the gym, but I do shoulders. I do a little bit of chest. I focus up on my upper abs if I'm going to do anything. And then they have a machine that works my lower abs. So those are 2 things that I do. And I definitely do my leg presses, hip abductors and adductors, the inside and the outside of the legs. That's what that is. I don't really do calves yet. Like I said, what my routine right now is just trying to get smaller. I do at least an hour of cardio, which right now I'm doing that because like I said, I'm just trying to get slimmer. And I don't want to get bulky. I've done this before where I've done a lot of strength training and less cardio, and I seem to be like, you know, really buff, and I didn't like it. I'm not saying I wasn't smaller, but I was just buff, and I just didn't like that look. So I do a lot more cardio, and then I still do strength training. I'm not saying that I don't like eliminate it. Still do it because you want some tone. But I do a whole hour of cardio, and then I do 30 minutes to an hour of strength training, and it really just depends on the time, because I'm a gym rat. I love being at the gym. I love working out. So if you're not a gym rat like me, you can do 30 minutes in the gym as far as with cardio, and then like 30 minutes of weight training. As I get smaller, my routine is going to change. I'll let you know what my routine is then. But for right now, I'm doing an hour of cardio when I do go to the gym, which I try to go at least 4 times. If I can't hit that 4-time mark, Tracy Anderson, because she gives me muscular structure, which would technically be the strength training if I did it in the gym, and the cardio. I do her dance cardio. So, okay, I think I'm going to wrap it up. That is what I've been up to, and I will be giving you guys a twofer. And a twofer is something I usually just say a twofer when I am doing like 2 workouts back to back, which I'm going to try to do that tomorrow. I'm going to do Tracy Anderson tomorrow and try to go to the gym. But a twofer in this instance is I will be showing you 2 videos today. I will upload 2, so you get a double dose of your girl. Okay, whatever. Anyway, hopefully you guys are having a wonderful weekend. I'm going to tend to the chillins, and then I will send out another video. Okay, bye guys.